Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this cute bunny. This is the first part of the crochet along sponsored by Hobby. So we are going to use this wonderful bunny yarn from Hobby, and I'm going to show you how to make this bunny and also how to sew on the different parts. You can also use different yarn. You don't have to use this yarn. You can use all kind of yarn to make this bunny. You're gonna need about 2 skeins, 50 grams for the head, and then you will also need a color for the body and maybe also a second color if you want to mix and match colors. But I'm using this honey bunny yarn from Hobby, and it's a little thicker yarn, so I'm going to use a thicker hook. Also, I made a video about this yarn, so you can check that out. I'm going to link it here. But this is the yarn that I'm using, and you can see all the infos about the yarn on the label. So I'm going to start with the magic ring, and in this magic ring we're going to crochet 6 single crochets. So if you are a complete beginner, I recommend to see my other videos for beginners. I'm going to show you here how to do a single crochet in the ring. So here, just go here, grab the yarn and pull up a loop. Now yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So just go ahead and put all 6 single crochets in that ring. So I'm gonna post the next video next Sunday. So follow along on this channel, click subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified when I upload the next video. Now here, when you're done, just grab the tail here and pull the ring closed. And now we're just gonna add the stitch marker here. I'm sorry about the quality here. It's a little hard to see, but just for a moment, you're just gonna do 2 single crochets in each stitch. So you end up with 12 single crochets here. So when you're done with round 2, just pull up your stitch marker, and we're gonna start with round 3. So that was 2 single crochets in each stitch there. So maybe the stitches are a little hard to see here, but just take your time. Now pull up your stitch marker, and then we're gonna do 1 single crochet in the next. So here, just find the next stitch and do 1 single crochet there, and then you're gonna increase in the next. That means 2 single crochets in the next stitch. And we're gonna repeat that 6 more times. So 1 single crochet in the next, and then we're gonna do an increase in the next stitch. And you will end up with 18 single crochets after this round. And here is the last stitch. Now pull up your stitch marker. Now we are gonna do 1 single crochet in next 2 stitches. Here's 1, and here is another one, and then you're gonna increase in the 3rd stitch. So 2 single crochets. Here is 1, and here is 2, and then you're gonna increase in the next. You're gonna end up with 24 single crochets after this round. So go ahead and repeat that all the way around. 2 single crochets and 1 increase in the next. So if you find it hard to see the stitches here, you can also use your fingers, and then you will kind of feel where you are. So with this yarn, it's very nice to work with, but it can be a little challenging if you are a beginner to see where the stitches are. So just take your time and count after each round. And here is the last increase. And now we're gonna do 3 single crochets, and we're gonna do an increase in the 4th. So here is the first one. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you're gonna do an increase in the next. You're gonna go ahead and repeat that until you have 30 single crochets. And now we are on round 6. We're gonna do 4 single crochets and 1 increase in the next. So 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then you're gonna do 1 increase in the next stitch, and you're gonna repeat this all the way around until you have 36 single crochets. Now we are on round 7, and we're gonna do 5 single crochets, and we're gonna do 1 increase in the next stitch. You're going to repeat that all the way around until you have 42 single crochets. So go ahead and repeat 5 single crochets and increase in the next. Repeat all the way around. Now you're just going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch for 3 rounds, and we have 42 single crochets. So just go ahead and put 1 single crochet in each stitch, and then you're going to move up your stitch marker when you're done with each round. And I'm going to meet you when I have done my 3 rounds. Now we are on round 12, and we're going to do another increase round. This time we are going to do 6 single crochets. I'm going to increase in the next one. We're going to repeat this all the way around until we have 48 single crochets. So go ahead and do 6 single crochets and increase in the next one. And repeat all the way around until you have 48 single crochets. And now at this point, I'm gonna weave in my ends here, so I'm just gonna use my tapestry needle, and I like to go through the surface stitches so you don't see the yarn on the other side of your work. So go in where the wrong side is, and then just go back and forth. And now we're gonna do 1 single crochet in each stitch for 4 rounds. So from round 13 to 15, you're gonna do 1 single crochet in each stitch. So I have done my rounds, and then we are just going to do some decreases. So we are going to decrease in every stitch in this round. So what I like to do an invisible decrease, and I'm going to show you how I do that. So I like to go in through the front loops of the next two stitches. So here you can see up close. Let's go here through the front loop here on the first and the second stitch. There, and then you grab the yarn and you pull through the loops. You have 2 loops on the hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all those loops. And now I'm going to show you again. So again, if you can't see where you are, you just use your fingers and feel your way. Now I just go here through the stitches and I do my decreases. So I'm going to do this in every stitch. And since we had 48 single crochets, we're going to end up with 24 single crochets when we are done with this round. So here I do another decrease. So you can just count afterwards to make sure that you have the right amount of stitches. When we're done with this round, I'm gonna insert my safety eyes. I have 18mm safety eyes. You wanna make sure that you are on the side where you don't change the round. So I don't want to be on this side. I want to be on the other side where I can see it. So I'm going to place the safety eyes between round 9 and 11, just before round 12 where we have the increases. So just count your way here and then insert the eyes where you think it looks nice. I'm going to do 7 stitches apart. So here just go ahead and count and insert your safety eyes like this. Just see what you like the best, where you think it looks cute. So if you need more space between the eyes, just make sure that you have some space for the nose, because we're gonna make a nose there in the middle afterwards. And now when you're done, just add the back parts, just press it against a hard surface, but don't press too far inside, like this. And now we're gonna add some filling materials. So just go ahead and add smaller amounts. Don't add like big amounts at one time. And just stuff the head. And after you have stuffed your head, we're gonna do another decrease round. We're gonna decrease in every stitch. So we are going from 24 single crochets to 12 single crochets. You're gonna do exactly what you did on the other round. And here you can also add more filling materials if you need that. You can kind of like shape the head of the bunny a little bit. You want to make sure that your cheeks are a little stuffed. So I'm just going to add some more filling materials here. And then I'm going to cut the yarn. I'm going to leave a little tail so I can use it to weave on the body later. And now you're just going to go ahead and slip stitch in the next stitch. And you're going to pull out the yarn, and the head is ready. We're just going to add more stuffing again. And I'm kind of shaping the head here, like so. And you can see you get a nice shape because of those increases. And we're going to add some ears. So just go ahead and grab the yarn in the same color. We're going to chain 33 chains. So go ahead and chain 33 chains. And when you're done, we're going to do one single crochet in each stitch. So just insert a hook in the second chain from the loop and do one single crochet in each stitch for every stitch until you have 32 stitches. So this is basically how long the ear will be. So if you want it to be a little longer or shorter, you can play around with it later. But first, you can do it like I do. Now you're gonna crochet on the opposite side. You're not going to turn in this round. Just go to the opposite side. And now we're gonna do one single crochet in each stitch for 24 stitches. Like I'm going down here. So it can be a little hard here to see where you are again, but it's not so important to have 24 stitches here. You just want to make sure that it is equal on the other side, because after we have done those 24 single crochets, we're going to do one half double crochet in the remaining stitches. This is just to make the ear a little wider at the end, so it looks like a bunny ear there. So here I'm just adding my stitches. So you just want to make sure that you have the same amounts of stitches on the other side here. So like if I'm adding here half a double crochets in the remaining 9 stitches, you're going to do that on the other side as well. So here is the next, and I'm just going to do half double crochets here until the end of this row. So here just yarn over and then grab the yarn and pull through all 3 loops. This is how to do a half double crochet. So at the end of the row, I'm here at the very first chain that I made, and there we're gonna do 3 double crochets. So just go on here and do double crochets. You're gonna yarn over, grab the yarn and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So this is how to do double crochet, and I'm gonna add 3 stitches there. This is just to kind of get to the other side, and it's gonna be the tip of the ear. And now I'm here at the back of the other side, and I'm going to do 9 half double crochets, so because that's what I did on the other side. So if you have done more stitches or less, you're just going to do what you did on the other side. So this is very easy actually. You just need to count. And here is 1 half double crochet. And then I'm just going to do single crochets for the rest of the remaining stitches, so I get the same pattern on both sides. So here I had 24 stitches, and I'm just going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch until the end of the row. And this is what my ear looks like now, and you're just going to cut the yarn, leave a little tail so you can weave it on. Now I'm just going to slip stitch into the next stitch and pull the yarn through. And now I have attached 1 ear. I'm going to show you how I attached it. So I'm just going to leave the right side out. And then I'm going to go through the second round from the top. Here I'm just going to add my ears. So I just go back and forth with the yarn here. Let's go up and down. Just make sure that you go through the same stitch as you went out, and just weave back and forth until the ear is secure enough. So just pull along, pull on it a few times in between to see if it needs more attaching. And when you're done, you're just gonna cut the yarn. And I'm going to leave this one, and then I'm going to cut this one like so. And now we are going to make the nose. I'm going to make a nose here in the middle, and I'm going to add some pink yarn. You can use any color you want, but this is the pink yarn that they have, and the color. So just cut yourself a strand, and now you can count your stitches. Make sure that you have the same amount of stitches on each side. So I'm gonna add from 2 stitches after the one eye. I'm gonna make the nose. So first I just go there and I add like just a cross, like over 3 stitches, and then I go like so. And now I go up again and from above the nose. So here, just go here in the middle, and now pull the yarn through, and you're gonna go, just make sure that it's not too tight, and you just go down a couple of stitches. So if you make up the nose bridge longer, you're gonna have a bigger effect. This is how I sew on the nose, but you can do it however you like. And now you can just add a little knot here. You can see it so well on the camera, but do not make it too tight. Like so. And now I'm going to show you how to add a little white to the eyes. So just cut yourself a strand of yarn and go on the side of the eye. And go a couple of stitches here up, like in the middle maybe. And then you go down again. So you can add a little white here to the eyes, and your bunny will look a little cuter, or even cuter. And now you can also make a little knot here. Just be very careful, or you can also attach it another way. Depends on who you're making it for, but I like to make those little knots. So here I'm adding my knot. There's many things you can do to make your bunny a little more like how you like it. You can also add eyebrows or eyelashes or anything you want. You can also make little cheeks. You can also put a little makeup, like a little blush there. Here I made like one blush with the yarn, but I don't want it. But this is something you could do if you want to. And then we're gonna add a little bow here at the top of the head. So I already made a bow that I put on the head. I also have a video on how to do that. I'm gonna link it below. But I'm just gonna show you because it's a little different. It's a little bigger than the other bow. So I'm just gonna do 16 chains here. I'm gonna make a slip knot and I'm gonna do 16 chains. So like I said, I have a more thorough video on how to make a bow. So you're gonna watch that. You're just gonna do 16 chains at the beginning. And now you're just gonna do one single crochet in each stitch across. Like at the end of the row, now you're gonna turn, chain one and turn, and you're gonna do one single crochet in each stitch. And basically this is how you do it. My bow is about 7 rows long. So you're just gonna do it however you like, and then we're gonna, afterwards I did single crochets across, like around the bow, and then I made like a thread in the middle, and just to make it like in this shape. But if you don't know how to make it, watch the other video and come back to this one. But when you're done with the bow, you're just gonna sew it on the head. Sorry that you can't see, but I'm just sewing like here, up and down. This is very easy, but it makes the bunny much cuter to add a bow or something on the head. You could also make a little hat. I don't have a tutorial for it, but you can just, also you can make a flower. There's many options, but this is how my bunny head looks like. I'm gonna try and finish part 2 and have it ready by 1 week. I hope that you like this video. Be sure to subscribe, and also want to say thank you to Hubby for sponsoring the yarn. And if you have any questions, just drop a comment below and I will try and help you. This pattern will also be up on my blog very soon. I wish you a nice day. Goodbye.